Boom, my people, my people, my people. What is going on? What is the business? What is the deal? Back at you again, man. Back at you again with a quick live. Wanted to talk to all my people really, really quickly. We're not going to worry you long, but we definitely want to get into some quick things that I thought you might want to see and I thought you might want to know. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to all my people out there, man. You know what I mean? Please hit that like button on your way in, if you will, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Much love to your football lover. What up, my broski? What's going on with you, man? Little homie KJ, what's going on with you, man? Shout out to the UNA Lions. Much love, man. Always for death, though. Bino, what is the business, broski? How you feeling and how you doing, man? Let me know if the sound is good. You guys let me know and let me know how I sound. Let me know if anything wrong. Give me the heads up and we will fix it, man. Eric D, what up, broski? How you feeling and how you doing, man? Good to see you guys, broski. Good to see you guys for damn show. You know what I'm saying? Roll Tide for show, Bino, you already know, man. BT, my broski. Dwight, the most talented man in the universe. What's up with you, bro? How you feeling, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, broski. For sure. Eric D in the house. Travelpreneur, what it is, my broski. You know what I'm saying? How you doing and how you feeling? My broski John in the house, man. Doing his thug thizzle. How you doing, John?
Tired, running around. I'm ready though. I'm ready to
man.
Get
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Travel? Good to see you, broski. Home team right there, man. How you doing, Jay Will? What up, broski? How you doing, man? I love Jay Will's profile pic, man. Love that card, man. Every time I see it, I'm like, that tight, boy. Jay Will, what's good, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Roll Tide to you, broski. For sure. Clinton Howard, what's up, my brother? How you feeling and how you doing? Another tight profile pic. I love that pic too. Love that one, boy. How you feeling, Clinton, man? Good to see you, broski. Good to see you for sure, man. Iconic Cypress 9369. What's up, my bro? How you feeling, man? Good to see you, bro. Thank you for tapping in with me, broski. Another profile. I think iChat got the best profile pics of any chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Iconic? Good to see you, broski. Roll Tide to you and much love to you. You know what I'm saying? Bama fan 95. What up, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. How you feeling and how you doing, bro? You already know, man. Good to see you, man. Roll Tide to you, broski. For sure. K Spray, what it is, broski? How you feeling and how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You guys let me know in the chat if that music is too loud. Let me know if you can hear everybody good, man. Good to see you guys, brother. Good to see you guys, man. John, how you doing and how you feeling, man?
It's we're coming up in to me one of the most exciting times of the year, right before kickoff, and we're talking about the recruits are starting to commit, right? So into June, all through July. So I'm excited. But I'm going to be having fun. I'm going to be producing a lot of content finally. So, and obviously, I love getting on here with you, Coach Sean. Appreciate the invite. Appreciate everybody in the comment section for everything they do. Wouldn't be possible without people on here commenting and watching. So
always, John, we family, bro. I sent some traffic your way. Two of my players,
I appreciate it.
I sent them your way, man, and I made sure I told them to subscribe. They really enjoy your content for sure, man. You always do a hell of a job, man. That's why I didn't have no issue coming on any free time I have. I love getting on with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for everything you do, man. For sure. Shout out to J205. What's up with you, man? How you doing and how you feeling, bro? Thank you for tapping in, broski. Hit that like button on you guys way in, if you will. I got to get used to saying that. You know what I mean? All my boys be telling me, make sure you tell me to like. I got to remember saying that. I just ain't used to it. Hit the like button on your way in. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button on your way in, bro. Appreciate you, man. My broski from another Moski. That's my brother from another mother. Rob, what up with your Patriot Life? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Make sure I tell me I seen you for sure. My daughter love Rob, man. Love Rob to death, man, for sure, man. Shout out to my brother Rob, man. Patriot Life. Always show support, man. Nicholas, what is the business, bro? How you feeling, man? How you doing? It's good to see you. My broski's in here. Hey, man, it's a good day, man. It look like it's about to storm up my way here in Huntsville. It looks quite dreary. It looked like we about to get some of that clapping thunder and all types of wonderfulness. So I wanted to come on, do a quick live with everybody. Shout out to everybody on Twitter tapping in. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Good to see you, man. Listen, man, we gonna hop right into it. How it sound, Rob? How it sound, Bino? Do it sound okay? Is that music too loud? Let me know if it sound okay, man. And let me know if that music too loud. We about to pick the content back up, man. Every Saturday, get on with John. When John picked the Fridays back up with Brinsky on the Mondays, we about to pick it up and run it up. We about to run it up, man. Run it up. Susan, my Bama State sister right there, man. Sound good? Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you, Patriot Life. Appreciate you, my broski. Thank you, Dwight. I appreciate you, man. That's all I needed to know. We gonna hop right into it. Susan, my Bama State sister. What's up with you, Susan? How you doing? Good to see you, sweetie. Good to see you. We gonna tap in right quick and dive right in. Hit that like button on you guys way in, please, if you don't mind. I'm gonna dive right into it, John. Man, I've been seeing a lot of things here, man. A lot of things about Bama, and I don't know if you guys have paid attention, but now it seems like Alabama is the media darling.
Oh,
now that the recruiting has popped off and EJ committing and Max Sutter committing and Zay Hall committing. Now, Alabama's going to make the playoff. I seen ESPN FPI Football Power Index talking about Alabama's got a 90% chance to make the playoffs.
Yep.
The Sporting News, Alabama's definitely going to make the playoffs. CBS Sports, Alabama's going to make the playoffs. And Yahoo Sports, Lindy's, Feinbaum, everybody's sweating and swinging from our cocoa nuts, right?
Yep.
Susan, Eric D, Dwight, Patriot Life. I got to say it. We don't want the love. Nah. I'm being petty. No. Keep that same energy that your asses had all these months and years. No. You don't get to hop on the bandwagon now. We don't want your damn love. No, sir, no how. John, speak on it.
So, yeah, and I'll stem that all the way back to Jalen Hurts, Jalen Milroe, and now into Ty Simpson, everybody. You know what I mean? And I even made one of my first videos on that channel was keep the same energy, right? So it was very similar to that. And we're the media darling because one of my favorite sayings is you're wrong until you're not.
Facts.
And that's ESPN. You're wrong until we see what happens every year. It's not an uncommon trend. I get it. It's not under Nick Saban anymore. Nick Saban was most notorious for when you go into this July, especially July, when the dead period ends, he's flipping everybody, right? That's one of the things Nick Saban and that staff had a reputation for. And it's continuing, right? When you look at people like Xavier Griffin, right, committed to USC, you look at Jet Tamala. Don't sleep on Jet Tamala. He's a 4-star, highly rated quarterback who went to the Elite 11 finals. So in a multitude of others, I just don't understand it. And, of course, they're going to jump on this bandwagon because, right in front of me is my big board, Jairi Edwards, Cedarian Morgan, Anthony Tank Jones, Nolan Wilson, Brian Williams, Owen Cadell, Xavier Griffin, Taden Kawa. All these guys are expected to commit to Alabama, and plus a couple more. So you're all of a sudden going to be, they're in the 30s, they're in the high 20s when it comes to recruiting, but we know what happens if you're an Alabama fan that pays attention to recruiting. It flips on its head when you're talking about the end of June through July, and it's going to continue to happen this year. It's a repetitive process, man. It's rat poison. That's all it's just rat poison.
Facts, John. I couldn't have said it no better, bro. Look at what Dwight and Susan and everybody saying. Dwight say, nah, back then you didn't want me. Now we hot, all on me. Exactly, Dwight. Nah, we don't want their love, man. Eric D say, rat poison. Yeah, exactly. Susan like, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we don't want that. All these media sources who kicked our back in. Right, Rob? Nah, I got a boot for that BS. Facts, Rob. Everybody was hating on Bama. I mean, they was hating on us too hard. Took their opportunity to kick our back in. No, sir. Eric D said they try and announce our football program that every season we still rolling. That's a fact. That's what John's talking about. And the fact is, you don't get to all of a sudden now see these positive things going on. Now you want to jump on the bandwagon and hold on tight. No, sir. I remember every publication, Fine Bomb especially. Fine Bomb especially. Going in on us, allowing the haters to get a big voice on his platform. No, sir. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Hey, Watt, what's up, my bro? Man, it's so good to see my brother. Hey, Watt. Hey, Watt, what's going on, bro? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, hey, Watt. Glad you tapped in, man. We just talking about these publications, man, who all of a sudden everybody was dissing us just a few short months ago. Oh, they're dead. Oh, they can't recruit. Oh, they suck. Now look at them. ESPN, FPI, The Sporting News, CBS Sports, Yahoo Sports, Lindy's, Fine Bomb. They all picking Alabama to make the playoffs. And with this big I told you so slogan going across there. No. People like me are going to hold your asses accountable. No, sir. You don't get to come on the Bama on board now. Absolutely not. Check this out. I want you to speak on this, John. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yeah, Bama 95 says Husky Harsin. You know what I'm saying? All these slogans, right, Bama fan? You know, we're not gonna let them. If you see any of these news people, guys, want to chime in and give us love, no, don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. Now, Will Fong, is his name Will Fong? The guy that picks
Will Fong, yep.
He been with us the whole time. Yeah. He been telling people, don't count Alabama out. He been with us the whole time. Don't count him out, man. Y'all do not count out. He been with us. So give Will Fong the love, man. You know what I'm saying? Eric D says, you know what it really is, coaches? They scared. All facts. That name of Bama resonates, man. They know all we need is a little push. They know all we needed was some positive things to happen, and it's happening. Shout out to Anitra. Good to see you, Anitra. Thank you for tapping in, man. Please tap in with us, Anitra. It's so good to see you, my sis. You know what I'm saying? Clinton Howard says talking heads just doing what talking heads do. They'll be hating again before long. All facts. The first sign of trouble, they're going to be talking down on us. You know what I'm saying? But here's the good thing, John. And I want you to speak on this. Here's the signs. No transfers out. Transfers in. Shout out to Isaiah Horton.
Yep.
Ty's leadership now starting to take flight. Manning Passing Academy. Commercials. Ty is now becoming that leader. Yep. Right? The defensive starters we have coming back, along with the weaknesses of all these teams who they say would be good going into next year, along with the motivational pieces that we spoke about on our last live, the losing to these teams that we know we shouldn't have lost to, motivation, the weaknesses of everybody else, the defensive starters that we have back, Ty's leadership now starting to take flight, and the fact that we had no transfers out, only transfers in. They see it, John. Speak on it.
So all of that, and then you get the icing on the cake. You get the one guy that wants to put it all in one box, put a bow on it, and hand it directly to Kalen DeBoer and his staff. And I'm talking about Thomas Castellanes, specifically, in my opinion, putting the final touches on the motivation. This program should need to get back to being dominant, right? So you add in all those pieces, and then you add in that August 30th game against Florida State at Doak Walker Stadium, by the way. In my opinion, this is a staging ground. You know what I mean? When we're talking about Doak Walker Campbell or Doak Walker, sorry. And when you put all that together and you think about what's coming up to this season, playing Georgia right in Athens, you're right. Everything's in place for Alabama, like you spoke on previously in the live stream, for everything to be put back in place.
Facts.
To shut up somebody, right? Shut up the quarterback. To beat Georgia in Athens, right? In my opinion, that happens. That's Ty Simpson's moment.
That's facts.
This is a moment for Ty Simpson to shut everybody up because he's the guy that's, wasn't good enough to beat out Jalen Milroe.
Right.
Shut up all those haters. The recruiting now, if you're still talking about the recruiting, I don't know what to tell you. You don't have the remarks of you can't recruit Alabama anymore because they couldn't use you can't recruit because we ended up with a top 5 recruiting class. No, what do they jump to? Well, you can't recruit Alabama. Well, we did that this year. So we proved that wrong. I mean, when you add all this up, like you said, and then you become the media darling because you never want to be the first one to say the king is dead, right? When it's not put in place. It's not put in place for us to fall. Number one, Nick Saban has gone nowhere. We saw that in June 20th on the official visits when Nick Saban was showing recruits around the campus, right? So Nick Saban really hasn't gone anywhere from that perspective. I mean, in my opinion, not that we need him, because
Facts.
I know it's not a popular opinion, but in my opinion, we were on the downfall a little bit under Nick Saban his last couple of years.
Facts.
So we needed fresh blood. We needed people to understand the NIL structure. When you talk about Courtney Morgan, you talk all this stuff being put in place. I mean, keep disrespecting. Please keep disrespecting. All you're doing is feeding the motivation. And you know what? If Alabama can't live up to that, in my opinion, this upcoming season, then everybody, they proved their point at that point, because you possibly can't do any more. You've recruited. You have people that can develop. You have the GM, right? You have the recruiting class. You have everything. You have the motivation, people talking, bumping their gums. Everything is right there. I don't know what else needs to happen.
Facts. I couldn't say it no more, man.
So now let's get on the field.
Oh, go ahead, John. Keep going. My bad. Keep going.
And I'm saying, like, now it's just let's get on the field, improve what we can do. Because once that happens, once they put a target on the back, in my opinion, of Castellanos in that game,
facts.
If we go out and literally hammer them, make them basically say uncle, then it's game on from that point forward, in my opinion. And by the way, Bama fans, please, for God's sakes, show up to games.
Yes.
Show up to Doak Walker.
Yes.
If you can. You know what I mean? Like, prove a point.
Yes, we got to be better as fans too, John.
Exactly. Yeah,
we got to be better. We got to get back to how we was in 2016. We got to come to every game. We got to spend that money. Shout out to my brother Brinsky, who just joined the panel. You know, it's a family affair when we got Brinsky and John up here, man. My brother Patriot Life says real fans know what's up and have all along. I couldn't have said it better, Rob. I couldn't have said it no better, man. Shout out to Henry Campbell, man. Roll Tide, roll to my broski, Henry Campbell, man. Henry, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. My little KJ, what's up with you, my brother? All facts, man. Here's the thing: the guys and gals in the chats, man. B2H, B2N Nation, belt to ass nation. They know. Shout out to Steven. What's up, Steven? Roll Tide, my broski. For sure. Eric D says tomorrow we stand to get another 5-star player in this class. A Fierce kosher. Eric, they watching, bro. They are watching. I promise you they watching. Shout out to Daniel Hill too, man, who gave my brother a like. Daniel Hill, the dog, the bulldozer himself. Can't wait to see that kid this year on the field, man. Cannot wait to see that kid this year, man. The next star in that backfield, man. I promise you. Shout out to Brinsky. What we going into right now, man, is all this media hype. All this media hype, man. I called out the sources that I seen. ESPN, FPI, Football Power Index, Sporting News, CBS Sports, Yahoo Sports, Lindis, Fine Bomb Show. Everybody love Alabama now. I said, damn that. All them same people was talking crazy about us. All these same people was doing us dirty, throwing dirt on the casket, supposedly. Now they see no transfers out. Now they see Ty's leadership taking off. John just spoke on it perfectly. Now they see defensive starters staying here. Now they see the weaknesses of all these teams who you thought was going to be better than us. And now they see the motivation from the seasons that we had in the past. Now they want to hop on the train, Brinsky. Speak on it. John just laced us. Speak on it.
Oh, yeah, man. But before I do that, man, I just want to shout out to everybody in the chat, because I know I hopped in late, so sorry for my tardiness, man.
It's all good, baby.
Clinton, what's going on with you, man? Gay Spray, Miss Susan, Steven, Nitra, KJ, all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, don't try to jump on the bandwagon now. Don't do it now. Keep that same energy. I just like that. Just keep that same energy that all these guys was talking bad about us. Oh, this to fall off. And Paul Firebaum is, don't get me started, Paul. The man I don't know how many times he said the Alabama dynasty was going to end under Nick Saban, and it seemed like when he said it, we won a national championship, then want to talk highly of us and all that. So, man, he's one of them, man. Everybody just like to just sing the same tune, just sing right or whatnot, but just keep that same energy when we touch the field. And when we do win, it'd be one thing we out there and we losing. Okay, we deserve it. And I think we up here will be the first to admit, like, yeah, we ain't living up to the standard. We ain't playing the way we supposed to be playing against the teams that we supposed to be beating. But when we go out there and dominate these other schools, like the Georgias, who we've been dominating, the LSUs, who we've been dominating, the
Facts.
Tennessees, who we've been dominating, give us the damn credit. So keep that same energy when we touch that field now.
Oh, facts, man. I don't like that, and I understand it from the publication standpoint, but to these local things like like Feinbaum, this dude swing whichever way the wind goes.
Yep,
He'll give us love one day, he'll talk about how we terrible one day. So I don't got no respect for that, man. I don't got no respect for that at all, man. Shout out to my brother Dwight, who came up with B2A Nation. Shout out to Belt to Ass Nation. Shout out to Dwight for getting me straight, on my own chat, man. Shout out to Dwight, man. Much love to him for sure. You know what I'm saying? And and here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I am huge on the fact that all these things we spoke on, all these bricks is being built. That's how you build a team, man. That's how you build a team. And make no mistake about it, man. I think our team is going to go into Florida State and whip their asses. I think we are, right? I spoke on the other night on why I say the kid said what he said, on the reasons why. I get it. I get why he's speaking, right? They think they see cracks in the armor. They think they see weaknesses. They think they see, we got him now. I mean, you hear his slogan, Nick Saban is gone. He can't save him. Whatever, all that stuff. That shows you that they thinking now we got him. What they just don't understand is all these so-called cracks aren't cracks at all. Aren't cracks at all, right? I hope we go into Florida State. I really, really, really want us to go into that place and put belt to ass. I really, really, really want us to take that opportunity to remind the world of who Alabama is. And that's what I want to know, man. That's what I want to know from you guys. And how does it start? We're recruiting, right? I got two of the best guys right here, man. When it comes to recruiting. Now we got picked up, John. We picked up 3 guys, man. EJ Crowell, Crowell, guy I've been on for the longest. You know what I'm saying? We picked up Max Sutter. We picked up Zay Hall. Speak to the chat and let them know really what you're getting in each one of these guys: a running back, a tight end, and the inside linebacker.
Well, EJ Crowell, I mean, me and Brinsky definitely, and even you, Coach, we have talked about this ad nauseum at this point.
Thanks.
I'm at the firm belief that this dude is a program changer, right? This is what, in my opinion, this was a staple that Kalen DeBoer needed to kind of like put together a recruiting class. Is like, we need that staple running back, kind of like the Derrick Henry, the Mark Ingram, the Trent Richardson. You know what I mean? Somebody to supplant themselves. We got the quarterback, Keelan Russell. Now you ended up getting obviously Crowell, and then you go over to Sutter. I've been really big on Sutter. I'm really big on Caleb Edwards, who we picked up last year. But when you look at what we're putting together, folks, the biggest thing that people keep asking questions about is, well, are these guys blocking tight ends? No, most of them aren't going to be blocking tight ends because this is a completely different scheme. These guys are meant for chip blocking and running the seams, finding open space. They're 6'6" and 240 pounds for a reason, and these guys are running down the field wide open. So not literally wide open, but you get what I'm saying. Gas, right? So, change the mindset a little bit on that. Change the mindset on the defensive front, right? So the 320-pounder, the Mount Cody's aren't showing up right now, and they're probably not coming around anytime soon under Kane Womack. So when you look at Zay Hall, that's the misunderstanding people look at. Zay Hall, in my opinion, is going to be an inside linebacker, right? He's going to be a staple inside linebacker to develop, right? Because you're going to have Xavier Griffin, who's going to be that wolf linebacker, whatever you want to position him to be, because he's super versatile. Him or Nick Abrams was going to be that guy for that position. Nick Abrams kind of favored Michigan, but Nick Abrams released a whole video, by the way, on his Alabama visit. He didn't do that for Michigan. So that was a little, in my opinion, swing a little bit, because Michigan, right after he released that, picked up a flip commitment for a linebacker from, I can't remember if it was SMU or who it was, but to Michigan, and they were only going to get supposedly one more linebacker. Keep your eyes open, because I don't think we'll get Nick Abrams still, but if we do, my goodness. But either way, Zay Hall, prototypical inside linebacker, my position. Max Sutter, look, he's going to run the seams. He's big, tall, fast, can high point the ball. In my opinion, Coach, I don't know if you've watched film on him, but I've told Brinsky this. In my opinion, the most impressive thing of Sutter to me is he's 6'6", right? He has the size. He's young. He's 16 years old, and he's light on his feet. In my opinion, we're growing into that size in that frame. They're typically tight, aren't they? Or they're not really that good of a route runner. Well, he's not a great route runner, but he moves great on his feet, right? So kind of light-footed.
Facts, man. All 100% facts. That was actually awesome. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I want people to really, really pay attention to what you said about these guys coming in and potential guys that could come in, man. All of these things factor in to why these guys are now trying to swing from the Alabama bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Piano Man, what's up, my brother? Good to see you.
Piano Man.
Quick rundown. We just talked about all the publications that now want to give Alabama love. We talked about everybody who love us now and the reasons why. John broke it down. Brinsky broke it down. Right now, we're talking about the 3 guys that we just picked up this week. John just gave us his input. Brinsky, speak on these 3 guys, man. I know you and John have great outlooks to these kids, man. Really speak on it just like John did and tell the chat what we getting in these guys and why. And tell the haters, too, who's somewhere rubbernecking right now looking.
Oh, yeah, man. You already know, man, that the haters are watching. But, hey, we don't expect anything less from them. But with Shutter, man, one of the most underrated players at his position, should be ranked higher, man. Moves like a wide receiver at that tight end position and has great jump ball ability, man. He is definitely going to be used as a weapon at Alabama for real. All I know it's going to probably take him about a year to add some of that weight on there and all that stuff. But once he get on that field, he's going to make a lot of guys miss, especially at that linebacker position, because I don't believe they're going to be able to keep up with him. Zay Hall playing inside linebacker. When you watch him, man, he's definitely a big kid at 6'3", and definitely is going to cause a lot of problems. And you can tell that they evaluated this kid for real, because I don't know where they get 3 stars from, because he look like he needs to be ranked a little bit higher. But I already know his ranking going to go up anyway by the way he plays. So whenever y'all get the chance, go look at his tape if you can, or highlight or huddle, whatever you can find of him. He can really play. But of course, EJ Crowell, I believe is the best running back in this class. I believe he's the best Alabama prospect running back to come out the state since it's been a minute. Well, I know he's definitely the biggest one that we got on our team in a very, very long time at the University of Alabama. Thanks. Man, that straight line speed, great vision, man. Oh my God, man. It's just so much to talk about him. Man, he's definitely built like not a linebacker, built like a running back for real. And he's not done growing being 5'11". And also, I definitely got to give him a shout out, man. Right before you guys got up here, when he posted a video, and a familiar voice was all over that video that he posted, and that was my voice. So I thought that was pretty dope by him. So I like, oh man, that's really dope.
What's up?
So yeah, I'm definitely high on EJ, man. EJ is gonna be one of those one, like John said, gonna be like a game-changing type player, and I believe you're gonna see him on Sundays. That's without a question, if he stays healthy.
Facts, man. And I really, really respect the fact, like John and Brinsky, these guys do an awesome job, man. They in tune with these recruits, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a film watcher. These guys are my guys when I want to know who is doing what, where, how, when. These guys are awesome. I really respect it. Piano Man. And first, shout out to Harold Chat, man. Shout out to Harold Chapman. Shout out to you, man. Roll Tide, Harold, man. Facts, man. Wouldn't we have all, right? But I'm happy with where I got an opportunity to play it, though, to be honest. Got it, boy. Yak. What's up, bro? Roll Tide to you, my broski. Good to see you, man. So, yeah, man. Oh, man. Let me get a shout out to my brother, man. Lynn. Ooh, what is the business, man?
Man, Lynn. What's going on, man? Bro?
What's going on with you, man? Lynn, how you doing? And how you feeling, broski? You know what I mean? We talking about these.
Still waiting on my shirt, man.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, man, waiting on the shirt, bro. He wore the shirt, Lynn, man. All the guys have given their commentary on all these publications, man, who love us all of a sudden. That's what we talking about, Lynn. And these guys are now talking about the recruits that we had to commit to us in the last couple of days. Now, Piano Man, I want you to give me your spiel on both. Give me your spiel firstly on all these publications who just last week, last month, last year talked about us like dogs. Now they all giving us love. They want to be involved. They see all the good trinkets that the guys told them what's happening at Bama, and they want to be a part of it. Speak on that, and also speak on these great recruits that we're blessed to have. They're committed to the University of Alabama. You know what I'm saying? All these things wrap up into one of why people want to be a part of this now.
Coach Sean, on the first one, I'm just going to say that my dad used to teach me patience is a virtue. And the number two thing is, while the media was going for quantity, I believe that Coach DeBoer, Courtney Morgan, and Coach Lindquist, and all of the rest, they were looking at quality. And I think that a lot of times we look at all of these 4-star, 5-star, this, that, and the third, but that might look good on paper, but are they quality players? Will they fit your program? So, which leads me to the second question. Your second, what you're talking about, the three guys that we picked up are quality. They're quality. They're not just part of a number. They will stand out. Sutter, Hall, Crowell will stand out. As a matter of fact, they're already standing out. So, like Crowell, I wrote down some attributes, right? Speed, strength, heart, versatility, and leadership. I was more impressed, and I don't know if B Sharp talked about it or not, but I will. What impressed me about him was his post interview after he made his commitment. He made the statement. They asked him, "Was there anything he'd like to say?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Sedarian, you know where home is." That's what Keelan Russell did, the same identical thing. So when guys coming in with a purpose from the jump street, that's leadership quality that they're speaking from afar off. That I know it's not my time yet, but this is what you're going to get in the future. That's quality. Hall gonna be a beast, already a beast. But when he takes to that next level, he just has that it factor, if you will, that's going to transcend into the next level. And Sutter, he's going to grow into the position. So, and then there's more to come. Whomever we get, I'm just focused on the quality. That came to me today after I got your text about what you were going to be discussing. And I just keep focusing on the word quality. It's not so much in how many you get in the media. I think the media about to pick that up, that Alabama's going for quality.
All facts, man. I couldn't have said it better, Piano Man. Absolutely eloquent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out, man. Lynn says, feeling good about this Bama heat wave and recruiting people. People said that we could not out package together to compete with Texas and Georgia. We just showed the nation we can. I think we get 3 more 5-stars. Same thing that Eric D said. Listen, Lynn, here's the thing, Lynn. Bro, I just don't want no new friends. You know what I'm saying? I won't find bomb and all these power people and talking heads. Stay over there, bro. Don't come mess up the mojo. Stay over there. Make sure you talk about how we gonna be the 5th best team in the SEC. Please keep that energy, as John Video said the best. You know what I'm saying? Keep that energy. Don't change it, bro. Stay where you at, man. Shout out to BT, man. Shout out to my broski BT, who always coming with the great contents, man. The comments is absolutely off the chain, man. Shout out to Eric D. Shout out to my broski Double L. Exactly, man. Look, Zay Hall, the guy spoke on it. The guy, when you look at his video, he clearly the signal caller. He's clearly the signal caller. The dude tackled through his hips, right? Form is off the chain. Great size. Clearly can run. You know what I'm saying? How's he a 3-star? I have no clue. I guarantee you he go to one camp, that's going to completely change. These guys clearly got an eye for talent, right? Love the fact, man, that we picked this kid up, man. Max Sutter, kid running routes as a tight end, sinking his hips on the break, coming out of the break with passion, with running the second part of his routes hard, attacking the top of his routes, good hands, not letting the ball hit his pads, catching the football, not with his body. That's what the great ones do. And EJ, come on, man. I noticed the small stuff, right? Carrying the ball in the correct hand, right? A lot of high school kids don't do that, right? The kid setting up blocks when they get to the second level. A lot of high school kids don't do that, especially the ones that can run, right? Attacking the line of scrimmage. Very patient when it's blocking scheme, right? And attacking the hole, man. Love all three of these recruits, bro. Love all three of these recruits. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Susan says, kinfolk, yes, me too. Shout out to Steven. What's up, Steven, man? Mike Jones, what it is. Shout out to you, gentlemen, for these great shows. Mike Jones in the house, man.
Yeah.
And the homie Jay Mims. Jay Mims.
J Mill.
Good to see you, boy. We have 6 5-stars and 9 top 100. Hey, nice and quietly, too, Jay Mims. Nice and quietly.
Under the radar.
That's the way I like it, right?
Just like that.
Just like that. Not loud, right? Nice and quietly until the game starts. Everything you need to say it on the field. That's all you got to do, man.
Brinsky, I got a question. Do you know, was Alvin Henderson from Alabama?
Yes, he was. Mm-hmm.
Would you say that would probably be the last? How high were you on him?
I was high on Alvin, but not as high as EJ.
Okay, I wasn't sure because that's the only dude that comes to my mind from Alabama in the last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to interrupt, but yeah.
Are you good, brother? Rob says Feinbaum just needs to fold his ears forward, cover his eyes, and he would not have to worry about seeing it. The facts. That's all he good for. I liked Feinbaum shows when it was about the characters, when Tammy was on there and all these different characters. That's what made it funny to listen to. But see, now he's a star, so he got to make it about himself. So he has to say stupid-ish to keep his name in the headlines. Now his show is kind of about him, and it's just not the same. When they had Charles from Real Town and Tammy, Rest Her Soul, and Legend, the homie Legend. When they had all these guys, the show was about characters, right? So it was fun to listen to these characters, right? The Auburn people, the Alabama people, the different characters from different fan bases every once in a while. Now it's more about him. You know, it's more about him. What stupid stuff can I say to get my name in the punchlines? So it's just not the same now, man. So I want to ask you guys, start with you this time, Piano Man. Shout out to Carla. What's up, Carla?
Appreciate
Good
you,
to see you.
That she is.
Yeah, man. Carla says, so this is Saturday night hangout spot, huh? Good evening, Coach Jonathan, Piano Man, Brinsky, everyone. Yeah, we're going to try to make this a Saturday thing, man, about 5:30-ish. So that way we can get off early. Everybody can still have their Saturday night. John going to probably get back to the Fridays. Brinsky on the deck on Mondays. Piano Man every day. You can catch Piano Man in morning, noon, and night, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I love the long run, bro. I be tapped into the long run at work. Make sure you guys tap in with all these guys, man. Shout out to you all. Link, what's up with you, man? Link in here at Philip52986. Been waiting. Thank you, Link. I appreciate you, my broski, for sure. So I want you guys to speak on this. Evening, gents. Go Dogs. Jay Richards, what's up with you, bro? What's going on over there in Athens, man? Give us the insight of what's cracking over there with them dogs. I see y'all picked up a couple people.
Yeah, they did.
Damn it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a damn it for I'm a Bama fan, not necessarily disrespect. Like, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Good job, man. I seen that defensive lineman, bro. Y'all boys won't stop in Athens, man. But it's okay. We doing some big things over here in T-Town, too. Shout out to you, Jay Rich, man. Good to see you, boy. You know what I'm saying? SEC for life. Shout out to Corey. What's up, Corey? What's cracking, man? Yeah, they're from Daphne, if I'm not mistaken. Him and Ryan Anderson from Daphne. Mm-hmm. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man, Carla. Always love, man. So listen, this is what I want to know, man. Piano Man, let's start with you because I want to get John last on this one to hear his insight as well. These recruits we just picked up, right? We talked about their skills. We talked about how highly ranked they were. We talked about good kids. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Cannon, I like it, baby. What's going on with you, brother? Roll Tide to you. Piano Man, talk about how these kids fit DeBoer's culture. You see what DeBoer wants to do. You see the culture he's putting in Alabama. How do you think these kids, we don't have to go after the number one guy here, the number one. How does these kids fit what Coach DeBoer want to do?
You know what? And it's ironic that you say that because someone just talked about that on one of the radio shows nationally, that these recruits are fitting a DeBoer culture like he had at Washington. Everybody at Washington was not 5-star. When they went to the championship, a lot of those guys were not 5-star players. They were 3 and 4-star players, and some of those players were even 2-star that worked their way up and got better. And so I think what Coach DeBoer is doing is that he said, "Give me some guys that have heart. Give me that's the culture right there. A culture of heart, a culture of caring, a culture of this. But yet, you're going to want to be trained. You're going to want to work hard and this, that, and the third. So he's not going after those guys that just talk a good game. He's going about some guys that's about that game, and they're quietly about the game. They're not very flamboyant, this, that, and the third. Like Crowell, for instance. I was watching it. He broke tackles, got to the end zone, just handed the ball back to the referee and went on by his business. Very little celebration. So that's the culture. Quietly go about your business, but yet and still make the biggest impact through your play. And that's what I'm seeing. And it's not only going with the recruits, Coach Sean. It's even that culture is even forming with the players that are already there. So these guys that are coming in, they're going to know what to expect because they're already exhibiting that type of mentality. So that's the best way I can just explain it. It's a mentality, and they're going for that. So that goes back to that statement I talked about, quality. Again, that's a quality that they have.
Mm-hmm. All facts, Piano, man. I love it. I love it, Piano, man. All facts, brother. I hope everybody paid attention to that, man. Brinsky, can't wait to hear what you say about this. How do these recruits, man, that we got, that you've been following, that John been following so long, how do these guys, damn the stars, damn they talent, but how do they fit the culture of Alabama this year?
Oh, you talking about players that's on the team?
These new guys we got, these 3 guys we just picked up.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, didn't I just talk about it?
What? I couldn't hear you.
No, I said, didn't I say something about it?
Yeah, but I want to know I want to know from you, how do they fit?
How they fit?
Yeah.
Oh man, EJ, he can do it all for us, man.
Yes, sir.
Especially when he like he reclassified, so he's not done growing. So he's gonna have an extra year of growing. So when he gets bigger, he likes to block. Ooh. He can already do everything on the running back position. He can pass, catch, run between the tackles, run outside, but he don't like to do a lot of dancing. That's what I don't like from my running backs. I like you to just know what you're gonna do and just run. Just hit that hole if you got to do it. But man, he gonna be able to do everything with Sutter. Am I saying it right, John?
Sutter.
Sutter. Now I said.
Yeah, Max.
Do you think
he gonna score enough touchdowns for me to understand? That's what I said, man. The way they recruiting these big wide receivers, man, it's gonna be jump ball central.
Do you think they fit DeBoer's culture, this new Bama culture that we got, this post Saban culture that DeBoer is trying to instill? Do you think these 3 kids fit in with that?
Yeah, easily. All of them gonna fit in there easily.
Facts. I love it, man.
I'm really interested to see how the linebacker is going to fit in there. Zay Hall.
Yeah,
I'm really interested to see how he's going to. Them type of evaluation, like what you see. I need to see what you see when you go out there and recruit these type of guys, how he's going to fit in there. Because those are the type of guys that end up starting and being the leaders on your team.
That's right.
That's facts, man. That's facts. I love it. John, let us know, man. How do these 3 kids fit?
So mine's going to be a little bit more extensive, right? So I think they all fit great, but I think there's more to this than looking at these 3 guys. When you're talking about a culture setting, I believe it's less about. Am I not echoing? Am I echoing on you? Okay, I'm making sure. So it's less about, in my opinion, Kalen DeBoer, and more about Ryan Grubb. All I ever heard since camp was Ryan Grubb came in and he brought, he brought in the culture change. The guy that came in and brought the Nick Saban attitude, the Bear Bryant attitude, and most importantly, the offensive line coach that he used to be, that attitude. So when you look at it from that standpoint, I think that it's important not just to look at EJ Crowell and these high-end guys, but you look at Zay Hall, you look at Jet Tamala, you look at JJ Finch. What do they do more than anybody when you look at their film? They're going to come into Tuscaloosa and put pressure on whoever's in front of them. Jet Tamala is not going to lay down. He's already made that known. Zay Hall already said, that's not going to happen with him. When you look at JJ Finch, people are going 3-star. You know what I mean? He's undersized and plays the 3 technique too, and all this stuff. And in my opinion, I feel like this staff is sitting back and licking their chops, going, "This is the type of people we need to bring in. They're willing to fight for the position on the field, not just go, well, I'm a 5-star. I've waited my turn. I've done this."
Facts.
No. If you don't watch your back, these guys are going to be stepping on the field in front of you. So, and then you look at what Ryan Williams and these guys that are young have established. Ryan Williams' most recent video, Brinsky, I'm sure you saw it, where he's calling Ty Simpson to say goodnight. He called all the guys that went to the NFL, Jalen Miller, all these guys. None of them picked up. He made a whole video on this. Called Ty Simpson within 2 rings. Boom, Ty Simpson answered. You know what I mean? So it's little things like that. The QBs and wide receivers going to Vegas together to practice.
Wow.
When have we heard about that in the past couple of years? You know, in the past, we'll say last 2 to 3 years under Saban. You didn't hear a lot about team stuff going on. And the recruits seem to have one commonality, and that's going to be they seem to be family oriented, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like Courtney Morgan brings such a big aspect to that because, you know, with Xavier Griffin, who was committed to USC, what did you always hear? That Courtney Morgan was talking to Xavier Griffin's grandmother, his mother, but especially the grandmother, right? So these guys know that, you know, you either want to be here or don't. But the family has got to feel comfortable giving their children up to the university for those 3 to 4 years. And it starts with the family and the trust with them. The players are hungry. They can get nasty. And the ones that aren't going to start right away, when you look at Isaiah Hall, who possibly, he's not going to come in year 1 and most likely start. None of these guys are. But are they willing to sit and keep the nastiness there for year 2, year 3, and keep pressure on the entire roster from the back end moving forward, not just leading from the front, being top heavy?
Yeah, man, that's what you need, guys to go in there and just be straight dogs, man, ready to just like, you're not going to take my position. No, I'm going to take your position.
Dude, JJ Finch, let me tell you something right now. You can look and say he doesn't have the best technique all you want. He body slams a couple people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I mean goes into the ground with them, this dude does not play games, right? So, and what I love about him more than anything, he sticks his hands up. He did what Marcel Darius was so good at when he was at Bama. Yep. It's those things like that aren't going to be, well, he didn't get 10 sacks or 12 sacks. No, but he does a lot of effort, right? He makes a lot of effort plays. So,
yep.
You're muted, Coach Sean.
My bad. What would it be without one of those?
Yeah, I'm just about to say it.
What would it be? Shout out to Luke and Jimmy. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? What would it be without getting a mute one time? You know something else I noticed about the Finch kid? The Finch kid, that kid has a motor that does not stop, bro.
Does not stop.
Does not stop, man. And you need kids like that in the rotation. You know, you need kids like that, man. Effort kids. We call them effort kids, man. You need those kids. Shout out to Mr. Cannon, man. 8231, man. Shout out to you, brother. Roll Tide. He says, I like a good 3-star. William Vallejos, Robert Lester, and such. Ryan Kelly. People forget about Ryan Kelly. Ryan Kelly is, I believe, man, he's still in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken.
One of the best centers in the NFL.
Yeah. Marquise Mays says, look at all those names, man. You know, so 3 stars can really be the meat of your roster. Guys that they come in and develop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Christian Hughes from New Jersey. Good to see you again, Christian. Good to see you, broski. For sure. Roll Tide to you, man. Philip says.
And Coach Sean.
Yeah.
And let me say something along those lines right there. And people who don't understand the process of recruiting and the process of football and the process of all of that. And they'll say, we're not getting any 4-star, we're not getting any 5-star, then we're just panicking. They don't understand the process. Don't listen to those guys. They don't understand. They don't even really understand football. They just understand winning and losing. That's all they understand. But they don't understand what all it takes that goes into that to make it what it is. So shout out to our coaching staff at Bama to look for those quality players that's going to fit this new culture that you're talking about.
I love it, Piano Man. You are 1,000% correct. I hope everybody's listening to that. You know what I'm saying? The homie Link says, Ohio State fans on Twitter keep telling me Alabama has only been relevant since Nick Saban's run and will never be relevant again. You know what though, Link? It's a couple of fan bases that I'll listen to because they've garnered that respect, right? Georgia, even though they brag all the time, I will listen to them because they have won multiple championships. That alone commands my ear, even if I don't like it, even if it hurt my little feelings, right? Ohio State just ain't one of them, right? You won your natty. I give you love for that. You ain't done nothing since 2014, right? You have been you until this past season, and really not even this past season. You won a natty, but you're not the Big Ten's best. Michigan has put belt to your ass for what, three years straight, I believe.
4 years.
4 years straight.
4 years straight.
So I with all due respect to my homegirl Ebony, I don't pay Ohio State fans no attention, bro. They remind me of Tennessee fans, just without the natty. Tennessee. I don't pay them no attention.
Lord.
I don't pay them no attention. Michigan has been your daddy. Now, Michigan been our daddy too, right? Rightfully so, but we ain't in the same conference as them, right? They've whipped your asses, right? So they put belts to your asses.
Hey, and beat you on your home field, planted the flag, and y'all started a fight.
Yeah, don't pay them no attention, man. Don't pay them no attention, Philip, man. Pay them no mind, brother. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to say this, man. You know, these kids we're getting now, man, if you really watch their film, if you really know what you're watching, these are very, very talented kids, man. Very, very talented kids. And I'm really impressed with the staff because some of these kids I've never even heard of until I watched the film. You know what that tells me as somebody who knows this game? These guys really watch film. They understand the cracks and crevices and nooks and crannies of where these kids are. That's a whole fact, right? So I wanted to get you guys' opinion on this really quickly. A lot of these publications are picking Texas, rightfully so. Texas got hella talent. They got a great coach. You know, I don't take none from Texas. They had a great run their first year in the SEC. Even though, let's be real, with the love, I have to give you some truth in the details. Yes, Texas they had a great run last year. Cannot take it from them, but they had a significantly less tough schedule than that set of Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Oklahoma had a much more difficult schedule, and that's just the God honest truth, right? I want to know what you guys think about the publications picking. Now, the one I do give respect to is Althon. You know why? They picked us to be 5th in the SEC. They're not giving us no love, right? That's what I like. I need more Althonis going on. I need more Althon. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that, John? What's the rebuttal to that? 5th in the SEC. That means 4 other teams they're picking above us. I don't know who that 4 is. I can imagine. We all can imagine. LSU, Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, maybe. You know, not in that order. What do you think about us being 4th in the SEC?
I'm going to revert back to your thinking here, to be honest with you, because that's kind of where I've stood ever since you made that other side of the argument with Castellanos, and that's we haven't won. We didn't get into the playoffs, right? So we lost 4 games last year. In my personal opinion, I don't care if they would have put us at 16th.
Thank you. That's what I'm looking for right there.
At this point,
boom.
What's it matter? Because when week 1 starts or when the first SEC game starts, that's when it matters.
Yes, sir.
Right. So at the end of the day, that's when it's going to matter. You just preseason pick and potential and all this, it means literally nothing. It's a talking point. That's all it is for the talking heads. It's for Paul Feinbaum to stir up things and get clicks, and for me to make TikTok videos on to get clicks and everything else, and for us to get on here and talk. But yeah, at the end of the day, do I really feel like we're 4th? Probably not. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what were we last year? So, you know what I mean? Like it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow when you're not winning. We didn't win the SEC. We didn't go to the playoffs. So why would we be top 2? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't understand the argument, for it. So I'll just leave it at that.
Brinsky.
Us being at 5th is hilarious, but at the same time, no, it really is hilarious. But 5th though, I was like, no, that's right? Crazy.
Oh, that's low.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. 5th, I said I was about to try to make it a part. I'm like, nah, man, 5th is out. Is wild. I can understand Texas being ahead of us. I can understand Georgia being ahead of us. It's not many other teams I'm putting ahead of us at all. I'm definitely not putting Tennessee ahead of us. I'm not putting Ole Miss ahead of us.
Facts.
Or who else?
Not
Like,
even LSU. Not even
not
LSU.
definitely not even LSU. I don't care if they got Nussmeier or not.
Right.
They still have a lot of holes in their team, and a lot of especially I believe their O line is not like how it was last year, and they still have question marks on their defense.
Facts.
So man, there's a lot of stuff that you got to point out. But you when you were saying, well, are we talking about Texas or are you talking about us being fifth?
It was us fifth. I was
Okay,
just saying, how do you
I know,
feel?
I understand that. I was trying to see, just make sure which one we was talking about.
Yeah.
We talking about both or just one? That's what he's asking.
Yeah.
Say it again, John. My fault.
No. I was saying I was asking Coach Sean, are we talking about both or just one?
Yeah.
So
Just one. I want to know how you feel about this publication.
Okay.
The only one that I could find that put us fifth. Now I understand that one. Fourth or fifth or whatever. They didn't give us no
I can
love.
live with it, man. I can live with it.
Yeah.
It give us something to talk about instead of us going through these dog days of summer, to be honest. I'm about to say, okay, you think that? I'm about to say, make your argument. I'm about to say you can make your argument for Texas and Georgia, but anybody else is like asinine. Like, how can you even make that argument with the talent that we bring back, the guys that are in position have a breakout year? I don't even see what's the point of all this, man. So having Alabama at fifth, you just trying to sell magazines. And all that. So F out of here.
I personally love it. Before I get to my brother Piano Man, I think we need more Althons, because I don't know if you guys noticed this, but every year we won a national championship, they was hating on us in the beginning of the season for something we done the previous year, right? Every year that they pick us, we don't do nothing with it, right? So please don't pick us, Althon, right? All you other publications, no love here. Stay over there, man. Stay over there. Shout out to the sister Ebony, man. Shout out to the sister E. I spoke her up. Ebony. I was wondering what's real, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ebony. Go ahead, Brisk.
No, it's just crazy, man. That I love stuff like that, but it's just like, did you really write that? Like, did you really say that? That's how I be feeling anytime I just see stuff like that. Like, you really just thought that was going to be cool to say, and you just want to get like Matt Moscona down there at LSU. That's probably all it is. So keep giving us that hate and whatnot, man. We'll just take it, and we'll see those guys gonna step up to the plate and handle that.
Oh, facts. Shout out to
we doing our part as fans. We doing our part. Now they gotta do their part on the field.
Yes. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out to Ebony. Good to see you guys, man. Look, Ebony says respect the champs. I respect the champs. Winning is hard. I just said, with respect comes along with truth and details of the truth. Truth, you know what I'm saying, is Ohio State won the Natty. So I give them love for that. It's hard to win the Natty. My team didn't win the Natty. But some details of that truth is Ohio State has done utterly nothing before that since 2014. We both can agree. Two things can be correct at once.
That is
true.
They
can. Piano Man, talk to me. These people got us fifth. Al, you got the magazine in your hand. I want to know what you think about that. Fourth, fifth, sixth, ninth, whatever. Talk to me about that.
You know what? When I saw this at fourth, I just started laughing.
Yeah.
I started laughing. You may as well put us at 16th.
Facts.
And let us fight our way up like we did a few years ago. You remember we lost to whomever it was we lost to, and they knocked us all the way down to like 13th and said we were done, buried, and all that kind of stuff. That's basically what they're doing now. They're saying that, they're really being nice by saying we're going to finish fourth, according to Athlon here. I'm like, what Jonathan said and what B Sharp said and what all of y'all saying is just good talking points. It means absolutely nothing. It gives us all podcasters something to talk about, John something to write about, B Sharp something to cuss somebody out about, and for Coach Sean to say, to tell the Georgia fans, well, you're right about one thing, but we're gonna kick you in and we're gonna get you again.
Boom.
So it gives you all of that to talk. It just gives you, it's a good conversation piece. But at the end of the day, it all depends on what we do on the field. Now, are we going to play like we're a fourth place team, or are we going to play like we belong up there where Texas is? Because in my little humble, unsolicited opinion, Texas is the school that's overrated to me. because Arch Manning hadn't started a down.
Thank
Yet you got him starting as an all SEC first team quarterback over Nussmeier. Are
That's
you
tough.
kidding me?
That's tough, man.
That's a slap in the face. That's a real slap in the face. They are really embracing Texas. I don't know why, but maybe they paying them, giving them Lamborghinis to give them all that love. But but that doesn't bother me. Alabama's fourth. I've seen worse, and the worse they put us, the better we play. So if fourth is what they're gonna do, let them have it. But come August the 30th, I think we're gonna have a different tune. We're gonna be singing a different tune.
All facts, man. And shout out to everybody loves Ebony. Good to see you. Everybody loves Ebony. Good to see you. So good, man. So good to see you again, sis. Thank you for tapping in with us. You guys hit that like button, please.
Please hit the like button.
Let's see what the chat talking about. Questions for the guys. The White says, that's about right. I can see UJ, Ohio State, Texas in front of us. So fourth. No, they meant fourth in the SEC, Dwight. Not overall in our conference.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, man. As far as Texas is concerned, Texas got all the utensils, right? We saw not Eli, what's his name? Arch start a game or two, right? Against a bunch of nobody. He played all right. I mean, he wasn't Lamar Jackson. He didn't light the world up. So he has a little experience. But bro, do you really know? I'll take the kid's last name away and say his last name is Fanning. Do you really know what you got in this quarterback? Because I sure in the hell don't. Outside of his last name.
And coach, just because he's a Manning, that don't necessarily qualify him for Canton in the next level.
It does not. I mean, I think his
dad played, but his dad was one of the Manning brothers that quite didn't make the cut. But Eli and Peyton did. But that don't necessarily mean that Arch is going to do it either.
I think the kid gonna be good, but they just giving him a hell of love. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that, Brinsky?
To be fair, Piano Man, his dad couldn't play because of injury to his back. It ain't like he just didn't make it because of his skill. Like he had to be forced to retire. That's the only reason why. But man, I forgot the question. Just that doggone quick.
Speak on Arch. How you think he gonna do?
See, I feel a little different about Arch, man. I feel like Arch, from everything that we seen Arch do, anytime he touched the field, he's been good at what he does. Now he's the man. Now I can understand like they giving him all the praise and he hasn't done anything. But I feel like we give a lot of praise to Ty and he hasn't done anything either.
Yeah.
So
true.
So we gotta, if we're gonna keep that same energy with Ty, we gotta have that same energy. Well, if we keep that same energy for Arch, we gotta keep that same energy for Ty. But I believe Arch is gonna be one of the top quarterbacks only because look at the weapons that they have. He's good quarterbacks, very accurate, and he a man that can run. If he anything throwing wise like his uncles, and he can run a little bit, he's gonna be dangerous. Then he has that running back core with CJ Baxter and Blue. Back there, man. I believe he's just going to do big things. So we're going to see. He got to prove it on the field, though. He got to prove it on the field.
I want to see what you got to say about this, John, about this kid, man. Got him ranked as preseason. Shout out to Bama Hook 749 too, man. Thank you for tapping in, Bama Hook, man. Yeah, man. I heard about the interview, Bama Hook, but I did not see it. But I'm definitely gonna try to go find it as soon as we get off. Put some
man.
Huh? What happened?
I said I'll run through a wall for him.
Facts. Put some details in the chat, Bama Hook, of what he said if you can. Shout out to Mimi. Thank you, Mimi. Yeah, about Ty's interview.
What he said.
Give me 2 seconds, I'll send it to you.
Okay. What did he say, Piano Man? Speak on it for the chat.
He talked about I didn't mean to cut y'all off, man, but I'm
good.
Gonna send it to you. He talked about the fact that he believes that this team they're more cohesive. He's waited his turn, and he's got more confidence in what he needs to do as a leader. And he told them, he said, we're going to be explosive, and he said, and we're going to knock some people in the mouth.
Love that, man. John, speak on Arch Manning, man. We know the kid gonna be good, but do you think he's preseason this, that, and the third yet already?
I got a question for all the people in the comments section and the panel.
Oh,
Has Arch Manning won an SEC championship?
No,
Has he led his team to the playoffs?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Has he led his team to a regular season to the SEC? Then what the hell are we talking about?
Exactly.
It's same thing with Ty Simpson. Now, if you want to ask me the potential, well, that's a different story, because when you look at the potential, well, all these Mannings tend to be Bama killers, right? So when it comes to that, I believe Eli beat us 2 out of 3 times or something like that.
Yeah.
Peyton kind of did the same thing. You know what I mean? Archie, you know what I mean? So they were a little bit closer games, but when it comes to the potential, Archie did make the NFL. Peyton, Eli, I mean, the genes are there. The track record says he should make it to the NFL and be a great quarterback in college. How good? I don't know, because I mean, all of them seem to be up there when it comes to numbers and Heisman potential and everything else.
Yeah.
Strictly potential, Arch should be there. Has he done it? No. So, what weighs more? What means more? Oh, I could do it, or I have done it.
That's facts.
So, and I'm going with Coach Sean there. I'm turning into him, his mindset somehow. He's turning me over.
I love it.
New leaf, I guess.
I love it, brother. I love it, John.
welcome
Hey,
home.
Welcome home. But yeah, that's my mindset behind it.
yes, I love it, man. James Richards, my Georgia homie, says Georgia missing out on Xavier Griffin and possibly missing out on Atkinson is going to stay.
Yeah.
Listen, Jay Richards, listen to me, bro. Y'all gonna be just fine over there.
That's right.
I mean, good Lord, man. The dude, them defense, bro. I seen who y'all picked up. I'm rubbernecking. I saw, right? You guys are gonna be just fine, bro. Kirby on that defense. I don't know about the offense, but I can tell you this about y'all defense.
Defense
Bro.
gonna be straight, man.
Y'all gonna be Georgia, bro. Them puppies was young last year, bro. So we coming in there with a full awareness of what we facing. Trust me, you know what I'm saying?
And-
Shout out to my brother Jay Richards, man. Ebony says Bama's last natty was in 2020. Ebony, that stings when you tell me the truth. Like that hurts my feelings.
The
Damn
truth
it.
is in the details.
Truth. I know she giving me some damn truth, and it's
Oh my
pissed. I
goodness.
know it hurt my feelings, man.
Well, the last time we played y'all,
We beat you.
it was in that national championship, and we beat y'all.
We whooped your
We beat
ass. Yes, we did.
Last time I checked.
We put that belt out. Says
No.
4 years. Guys, so what's okay? You won this one. Okay, you won the national championship. Great. Before that, your last one was a decade ago, right? You know what I'm saying?
And let's see you beat Michigan this year.
Piano Man coming in the top.
Old maize and blue.
Top right though, right? Ebony,
Man.
Ebony, you know I love you, right? You know what I'm saying? And we gonna beat them damn Browns this year. Trust
Got
me.
that right.
We got 93-year-old Aaron Rodgers, and we gonna win 13.
93-year-olds.
Yes.
Locked up Aaron Rodgers.
Facts, Bino. All facts. That's kind of the vibe we on too, bro. Let everybody hate on us and let everybody, creep in like the mafia, nice and slow, and you ain't paying no attention. And then bam, Bama back on the scene, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to creep in, man. What's up, Milton? Good to see you, man. Brinsky, speak on this, man. We got to go down to Florida State, man. The first game of the season, right? The quarterback doing a lot of talking. I don't know what his teammates is doing. Shout out to Roll Tide Rise Up too, brother. Good to see you in here, man. Good love. You know what I'm saying? Is that my boy, Dr. 334? What it is, boy. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
And
Speak on this first game against Florida State, man. What you expecting to see, Brinsky?
What am I expecting?
Mm-hmm.
What I expect, I'm praying that I expect a blowout, but we go down there and dominate. May start off a little slow because you know how first game of the year, then we're going into a new environment, everybody just adjusting or whatnot. But the one thing I'm definitely expecting to see our defenders, not Castellano or whatever his name is, knock him on his ass.
Kalinastos.
Yeah.
Attack him. Facts.
That sounds like a pizzeria. Now I said, like, literally lay him on his ass for real. I'm about to say, you guys want this, stop living off the guys' names of the past.
Yeah.
The Reuben Fosters, the Jonathan Allens, the Jaron Reed, all those guys. it's time for you guys to make a name for yourselves so you can be up there mentioned with those guys in the future. So I expect those boys to go down there. I don't even want them to shake his hand. If they whoever's up there on the line, and if they do shake his hand, look him in the eyes, you know you about to get your ass whooped, ain't you?
Facts.
And really, really mean it. Like lay him out. I ain't say try to injure him.
After the whistle, Facts.
But I want you in between those whistles, lay his ass out every play if you can.
Facts, man. That's the kind of intensity the team got to bring. Piano Man, listen, I see Eric D and Jay Richards, Georgia and Bama. They saying Texas is going to beat Ohio State this year, right? They saying if Texas is probably going to beat Ohio State first game of the season. What you seeing? We go to Florida State. These guys play each other in the first game. What you see in both games? Texas, Ohio State, Bama, and Florida State.
I almost said something ugly about Texas and Ohio State. I almost said something ugly. But
never heard a Piano Man curse. Never, not one time.
Man, I can't stand. My mom went to Ohio State and can't stand. I can't stand them. I've never liked Ohio State.
Ebony gonna hear you, bro.
I don't care if Santa Claus coming down upside down in the chimney and Rudolph and nose done went off. I can't stand Ohio State. You know, in that Texas Ohio State game, it's gonna be hard for Texas to beat them boys there. I'm not gonna say it can't be done, but Ohio State is not going to just lay down and just because Arch Manning and the crew is coming. I think Ohio State is going to play some inspired ball, and both teams have something to prove. Now, how that turns out, I don't know. I really don't care. But I don't want Texas to win. I don't want Ohio State to win either. I wish that one could end in a tie and everybody just be happy and go home, have some fried chicken. But on that Alabama Florida State game, I'm with everything B Sharp said. Lay Colonostos out. That's a name sound like you got athlete's foot or something that goes along with that, something that make your foot itch. You know, Colonostos is something like a bad disease. We need to treat him like a disease. Pressure him because he can't throw. He's not the best passer in the world. So put him in a position where he has to pass that football because they're going to run the football. And then we have to remember Gus Malzahn is going to have a lot to say about that. So we have to think smart playing against them. Yet be physical, but yet be smart. But I think as far as Colonostos go, tear that end up, man. Tear it up. Treat him like a gnat on a sledgehammer.
Facts, man.
Like your little brother.
Treat like your little brother. Facts. Whoop it. You know what I'm saying? Be Sharp and Piano Man and set the tone, man. John, you got Bama and Florida State. What you expecting? You got Texas and Ohio State. What you expecting? B Sharp just brought it to you real. Piano Man gave it to you raw. This is what they got to do, man. What you thinking?
I think the first game is going to be simple to me. I think Texas is going to get their ass whooped by Ohio.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I think. I think Julian Sayin, I think Ryan Day, and I think that staff is going to have something to say about, well, now Chip Kelly's not there. Now, you know what I mean? Like, you lost Noel. Wow. You lost Jim Knowles to Penn State. As far as I'm aware of, Larry Ninus is still there, right? The wide receivers coach. They're stacked once again. If Julian Sayin is 75 to 70% of what he's supposed to be, it's going to be tough. And I get it. Texas had a lot of transfer portal guys come in on that defense, but that's what they are. There are a lot of transfer portal guys, first year in this system, in the shoe. It's a whole different ball game. We're talking neutral site if we're talking in Austin, right? So, but it's not. It's in Columbus. So that's the way I'm going to treat this game. I think it's going to be payback time for what Texas did to Michigan. I think that's the way Ohio State's going to look at it. They're not going to do what they did to Michigan. I'm pretty sure they're going to be preaching that. The second end of that, talking about Alabama and Florida State, I really want to see three things. The first thing I want to see is I want the first drive to come out, and I want us to run the ball down their freaking throat, is what I would love to see Jam Miller. I would love to see Richard Young. I would love to see Ty Simpson come in and just be a trendsetter on handing that ball off and marching completely down the field. And, of course, the rest of the game, throw the balls. You get Ryan Williams, Latair Brooks, Isaiah Horton, all those guys, because we know one of the biggest weaknesses on this Florida State defense is the secondary. There's a ton of question marks in the secondary, more than anywhere else probably on that field. So a lot of people want to elaborate, talking about stacking the – if they stack the box against Alabama, Ryan Williams and that wide receiving room is going to eat this secondary alive if they're put on islands. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I think Florida State's in a bad situation. The only good they got for him is it's at Doak Walker, which I've seen plenty of times in person. The Chomp's cool. The track record speaks otherwise, that you can go in there and get beat, right? So it is what it is. I think Ty Simpson's now speaking up. He has a lot to say. And I think, like I said, Thomas Castellone's, him running his mouth was possibly one of the worst things he could have done, especially talking about how he ran the AC. Forget the remarks about Alabama. Like you said, he can say that. But to say you ran the ACC off those weak numbers, man, come on. You muted, Coach.
Did you see what his teammate said?
No, what
It was something like, I remember differently, or I did something along. I don't know if that's verbatim. It was something like, I remember differently, or I must have missed it. It was something as of the mindset of I think the kid was a defensive back, and he's presently on Boston College. He was just like kind of like,
oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because you beat Florida State when they went 2-10, but you lost to them the year prior, the same time when you opened up with the Northern Illinois loss, by the way.
Facts.
Yeah, it had like 100 yards throwing.
Facts,
so
man.
Don't get me started on that.
Exactly.
Coach,
shout out to Sean Williams. Sean, what's up with you, bro?
Hey, Coach, and this is the same however you pronounce his name. This is the same dude that Bob benched.
Yes,
he benched him. He could no longer move the offense. It was almost like after the Florida State game, because I watched that game. He balled out in that game, but it was like after that game, I think he went stagnant. And here's where they are. But man, ain't nobody studying him, man. Like I said, we just need to go on and put that belt to that behind and let's go. Take a moment out of his misery early.
I thought this was an interesting comment. B. Shaw, let me get your thoughts on this first. I thought this was a very interesting comment because it actually, Eric D always brings something to make you think. We have to play, we have to play disciplined football against Gus. Yep. Remember, this is Gus Malzahn, right? So he's going to crank that thing up and try to run 90 plays. Unlike Lane's fast pace, Gus would try to do a lot of trickeration. He try to get you with misdirection. Yeah, he try to get you going, try to get your defense going one way and bring the football back the other way. He's a misdirection king, and he's gonna try to run 90 plays with misdirection. What you think about that, B. Shaw?
Yeah, man, we definitely we know our history with Gus Malzahn, man.
Facts.
We've been in some tight games with him, and we know if we get that thing going, man, we are in some big trouble. And you don't need to be the best passing quarterback in his system to succeed in his system. We've seen that with Nick Marshall, even though I think Nick Marshall was pretty decent as a quarterback. But I forgot the guy right after Nick Marshall. He wasn't that good at it, but he still succeeded. Jared Stidham.
Yeah.
Jared Stidham wasn't a great passer, but he still succeeded in the system. Surprisingly, still can't believe that to this day.
Right.
But
got drafted.
Ain't got drafted, which is crazy. But yeah, man, you know it's going to be a lot of running when it comes to him. Man. It's going to be a whole lot of running. So those guys just play disciplined football at the beginning. Once we slow that down and we put some points on the board and make them do things that they're not used to doing, we're going to win this game by a whole lot. If we stop that early and they can't do nothing, then it's over with early.
John, what's your thoughts on that? This Gus Malzahn. I've always thought that Gus Malzahn was a better coordinator than he was a head coach. You know, he put belt our asses a few times going down to the plains down there. What do you think about Gus going back to be an OC, and it's the first game of the season where nobody's going to be tip top? You know, nobody's going to be 90% disciplined. First game of the season, a lot of busted assignments, a lot of things can happen, man. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so I look at it from the perspective, Brinsky kind of alluded to it, but, you know, with Gus, you got to do one thing, which is why I alluded running the ball. Because when you run the ball, it slows the game down. It takes their offense off the field as much. You know what I mean? So it kind of brings what he's trying to do down a little bit, right? Trying to push those 90 plays, cut that in half. So I think at the end of the day, you know, we have this style of team, especially who we brought in right on the O-line. You bring back Ryan Grubb, who was the O-line coach. You know what I mean? you're talking about looking for me now. Is another year in? We brought back Jaden Roberts. You have key pieces back on this line, and then you look at Jam Miller, Richard Young, Washington. It just goes on and on. And and then once again, I'm sure every single day during what Scott Cochran used to do right when they're lifting weights, he's blasting something on that TV and those speakers that the other team's saying. I'm almost positive during this entire when they come back, right, and start practicing for the upcoming season, that's all they're going to hear is those remarks by Paul Feinbaum and those other ones or whoever it is about his remarks about that team, how Saban's not there to save him anymore. So, I really can't wait to see us go down there. And look, I can't stand Gus, but the facts are the facts. Gus is offensive coordinator. He's really good, and he's really good at that fluff, that movement, right?
Yeah.
So,
I know I just lost my train of thought just that doggone quick. Go on.
Gus, was it on Gus? Past
I
Gus?
can't even remember what it was. I'll come back to it, man. I can't believe I just lost my train of thought just that quick.
It's all good. Piano man. Shout out to No J Speed, man. What's up, No J? Good to see you, broski. Good to see you.
Oh, my fault. I remember now. My fault.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, my bad. But just in the words of Bill Belichick, man, just do your job. That's all we got to do. Don't play hero ball. Just do your job.
Yeah,
we go down there and we do our job, we're going to win.
That's facts. That's facts, man.
Bottom line.
Shout out to Roll Tide Rise Up, man. A lot of reverse sweep. Yeah, he gonna try to spread the field and reverse us to death, misdirection, counter plays. Piano man, Gus Malzahn, better coordinator than head coach. What you thinking about this game, man?
Gus Malzahn knows what the strength of Alabama is, and he's going to play opposite of that strength. I believe that he knows that Bama has a lot of guys coming back and they're experienced and everything. So, like what everybody said, he's gonna do Gus Malzahn things. I mean, do you expect anything different? He's gonna do Gus Malzahn things. So, we got to go in there knowing that, like what Coach B Sharp just said, do your job, feel your lane, do your job, play what the person wrote in the chat. Be disciplined. You got to be disciplined playing against Malzahn, because if you're undisciplined in any inkling of a fact, he's going to expose that, and he's going to keep on exposing that until you stop him. So, like what Jonathan said, what B Sharp said earlier, we've got to get started early, and we got to get the game back in our hands. So, if we're going to take some I'm like B Sharp, I lost my train of thought. Long sustained drives, keep their offense off the field. That'll kind of slow the rhythm down, because this thing is about rhythm. Watched him a few times. His thing is about rhythm. So if we take the rhythm away, but we play discipline on defense, we'll be fine. I mean, on offense, we'll be fine.
You know what else helps too is when you blast the quarterback about 10 times and he doesn't know which way's up and down. That'll help too, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. And what's the similarities between RPO spread and option? As far as the quarterback is involved in every play.
Yep.
He has to make a decision on every single last play.
Licking their chops.
Facts.
Coach,
so John is correct on that, man. You know,
Coach, when you bring it that way, coming from the era of where I came from, that the option was in the wishbone and everything, that quarterback was a quarterback for real. They had to, and it began and ended with the quarterback. But the moment that somebody comes from that backside of whichever way that run pass option is coming, and somebody hits that quarterback, just pop him, just like he said, about 10 times, you know, he's gonna be thinking, especially if it's coming from the backside. But again, I'm going back to our defense. LT Overton overran so many plays last year to sacks that he was supposed to be getting. He missed them because he was past the play. Gotta be disciplined this year to make sure you don't do that, because a guy like Kalanostos, he's gonna get you. He'll get you if you run past him.
Yeah. Now see that I will say, John, bring it to you. You know, anytime you have these misdirections, you know, it's typically involving offensive linemen pulling to create rushing lanes, right? It's typically to get your linebackers out of position. it's trying to, what we call in the coaching game, they're trying to stretch you horizontally. They're trying to stretch your defense horizontally and make you run, right? As opposed to Vanderbilt, who's doing the same thing, but they're doing it from a tight scheme, right? Sort of a flex option scheme. Your blocking assignment got to be spot on when you're doing it from a tight scheme like that. Gus will spread you out, trying to stretch you horizontally, right? The option more is trying to get your eyes on the wrong thing. You know what I mean? I know teams that even practice without a football trying to practice for that kind of stuff. What you think about that, John?
I think it just comes down to I like the position we're in with our defense, 4-2-5. I think, in my opinion, Kane Womack's going to simplify for this game. I would hope he would simplify this defense on the movement they're going to have on the back end, especially because when you look at the length we have on the back end, I don't think we should be worried about the passing, right? So we got so much length on the back end, so much experience with Keon Sabb and those guys coming back. Bray Hubbard, balling out. I think if anything you got to worry about, it's literally what he just talked about, which is LT Overton overshooting, right? So, but the one to keep your eye on this game, he was coming on, and he came on strong last year, and all you heard through camp was how Wilkin Formby looked great, except against one guy who blew everybody up all spring, and that's Quay Russaw. They said this dude looks like he's on a different playing field than everybody else there in Tuscaloosa. So I think when you add all this up, I think you just got to survive the first quarter, the momentum that Gus is going to bring in. And I think popping him a couple of times, especially with Quay on the field now healthy, it's going to solve some problems. And I think Alabama should be coming into this season with the mentality we used to have. Because if it's not established, like I said way earlier, if it's not established in this game, I don't know if you ever can establish it again. Because, my God, you have all the pieces. You even have Ryan Grubb coming back from Seattle, right? So there is no more excuses. This is the team that has to win it. So, and they have to prove a point. And who else to prove it against? And Gus Malzahn, in a team that's 2-10, everybody wants to make excuses for in their home field in Doak Walker. So I don't know any other way to put it than that. And then you have a chance to do that. And then a couple weeks later, beat Georgia in Athens. The table is set, guys. The deck has been stacked for you to prove yourself. Go do it.
Go do it.
Just do it.
Facts, man. I like this comment. Mr. Cannon 8231 says 4-2-5s helps us not make so many shifts like the 3-4 defense on the saving. Yeah, that's true. But I will say this: I worry about that 4-2-5 whenever I think it's called an overhang. That guy that's on the apex side of the formation. I worry about that with teams like this because that guy better be a good tackler. If he's not a good tackler, they will pick on him and they will run reverse back to the odd side of the field with less numbers. They'll line up in 3-over-4 and try to get your defense running 4-over-3 with the numbers and run back to the odd side of the formation. That's what a lot of teams did. That's what Oklahoma did on us 1,000 times, right? They want to run back to the side with less defenders. So I worry about that overhang, Mr. Cannon. He better be a baller. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the one thing with this 4-2-5 I always worried about. It's cool, but you got to have that DB a la / linebacker hybrid guy that can defend the pass and like the tackle. You just can't put a nice little safety over there that he's good in the pass game, but he don't like the tackle, or vice versa. You got to have that apex over there, that guy that can make the play in the run game and defend the pass from 15 yards out. So I do worry about that.
That's why I think it's so important that we bring in guys like Xavier Griffin.
Facts.
And you look at guys like that.
They're
versatile. So
that's all facts, man. Roll Tide Rise Up says once old Casty gets put on his ass, Casty, that's what he called the quarterback, Casty, puts on his ass a few times, he will be shook the rest of the day. That clock on his facts. I mean, you guys are all saying the same thing, and that's 100% facts. Be aggressive with the quarterback. If they be aggressive with the guy, get to him because he's gonna run. He's a little guy. I didn't know he was that little till John told me. I went and looked up the guy. He was 100% correct, man. He's a small guy, a little shifty, quick guy. You got to be disciplined with your eyes. You can't get your eyes in the wrong place. Gus knows where to attack. Gus knows. It's not so much Gus knows our personnel. It's just Gus knows how to attack defensive structures. He understands how to attack defensive structures, man. And I think he's a better coordinator than he is a head coach. Listen, guys, we've been on now for what, hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate everybody tapping in, man. There's a lot of people that tapped in with us today, man, on Twitter and on YouTube, man. Really appreciate you guys. This one I'm gonna try to go on every week. It'll be on Saturdays at 5:30. You know, it's slowing down for, you know, been slowed down for a couple weeks with my daughter and this cheerleading and this competition cheer and it's just seems like something I always got to pay for. I don't want her to hear me either. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I appreciate my brothers tapping in, man. These guys are absolutely awesome. Make sure you listen to what they say their channels are, and make sure you guys go immediately to these guys' channels and sub to these guys' channels. It is very, very important, man. Put your oh, it won't let me. Let me see if I can copy and paste that, B Sharp. Let me see. Boom. There you go. Piano Man's channel. Right there. Please, if you give me that link, B Sharp, I'll copy and paste and put it in the reel if it won't let you put it up there. Sometimes it be tripping. It won't let you put it up there for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that. You know what I'm saying? Did Piano Man's pop up?
You put it in the private chat.
Oh, did I? Hold on. Let me see. Boom. Let's see if it goes.
I gave you my TikTok to post because that's what I'm primarily doing. So I put it in a private chat.
Okay, let me look in the private, see, get these other ones. I got you right here on TikTok. Make sure you guys please subscribe to their channels, man. These guys have great content, and you can't go wrong, man. You know, it's really slow right now with the Bama news. But if you guys want great content to keep you, you know, alive, if you will, tap in with my brothers. And you can't go wrong. I'll be on here at 5:30 on Saturdays. So if you guys would love, you know, to kick back and talk, man, I'll be here. Roll Tide Rise Up says, Sean, my daughter used to be a competition cheer. I hated it because the cheer ports competitions on the weekend. Facts. See, this one just ended because it started early, right? And now she got to go to summer camp in Atlanta. So it ain't for another couple of weeks. Facts, man. So you already know how that is on your pocket with cheerleading. Don't ask me why it's so damn expensive, but it is, right? That's all the guys chanted. Everybody get up there, B Sharps, John.
They all up there.
Okay, good. So let everybody know where they can find you, man. And I wish I knew how B Sharp do that. When I switch these boxes, man, it don't quite do like I wanted to do. All this stuff.
You just got to drag us over.
Which one?
There you go. Now, you had it.
This
now,
one.
Now drag Brinsky over.
You done taught me something. John, let everybody know where they can find you and how they can get in contact with your content, buddy.
All right. So first of all, most of my content's on the Bama Standard Network when you're talking about YouTube. So that's where you're going to find me at with Biko, Sean Brinsky, Piano Man, and a host of others moving forward. So got to ramp that back up on Friday nights. But most of my content, personal content, is going to be on TikTok. So at Bama Fan Podcast is going to be my TikTok.
Great, man. Make sure you guys tap in. Mr. Cannon, we appreciate you. Jay Mims, Nicholas, all the fellas in here, man. Let these guys know where they can find you at. Piano Man.
First, thank you, Coach Sean, for the invite, as always. And but you can find me at The Long Run with Piano Man on YouTube. I'm there every day, every day for the summer only, every day. But we're working some things out. And then you can find me on X. At Music and Sports Guy, and right about now I'm also getting ready to do the TikTok thing. Jonathan was telling me about that, so just be on the lookout for that. Piano Man coming to a social media venue near you. Roll Tide.
Love that, man. Be sharp. Let everybody know where they can find you, broski.
Well, of course, they can find me at Sharpshooters Sports Talk. Of course, Coach Sean put the link in the chat. Make sure you guys please support all our channels, man, because like I always say, we can't do anything without you guys. So definitely appreciate you guys' support. And like I said on Piano Man's channel, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before my birthday. Before my birthday, July 17th. So I'm currently at 862, if I'm not mistaken. So if y'all can help a brother out on that, I definitely appreciate it. So it's definitely gonna be a lot of busy for I think for the next week and a half gonna be busy dropping content. Coach, of course, Coach Sean and Jonathan, Piano Man, and everybody else gonna definitely be in on that. And also, we got Xavier Griffin live stream tomorrow on the Bama Standard. Gonna be over there for that. And then later on that afternoon, Coach Sean, uh, maybe Jonathan, maybe Piano Man, whoever else want to come over at 3:30. We're gonna be doing a show on my channel. So y'all stay tuned on that. We're gonna be talking about the recruits and what Coach Sean see with all these recruits and how they can what he see what they can do with Alabama. So appreciate everybody.
Can I
Thanks,
plug
man.
one more thing? Sorry,
Yeah.
Sean.
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead, brother. You good.
I got to do it for Justin because I'm going to be down there, and I'm trying to get Brinsky down there, and obviously Piano Man, Coach Sean, you guys are invited. But July 10th, we're going to be hosting an event down in Dothan, Alabama. K7 is going to be basically raising money for ALS, right? So Kevin Good, I'm sure you guys all know he has ALS and all that. But we're going to have a lot of Alabama legends down there: Jake Coker, Antonio Langham, a whole host of them down there for a meet and greet at Buffalo Wild Wings in Dothan, Alabama. So make sure you guys, if you can make it down there July 10th. It's going to be from 5:30, I believe, till 9.
Make sure you guys tap in. Great Bama legends gonna be there, man. Let me stop before we even go anywhere. And I got a question for you right here, B Sharp. Who's the bigger get, Xavier or CD? Before I say what's up to two special people.
Ooh, that's ooh.
Damn, right on the spot, man. That's a real tough one right there.
That's tough.
I'll just say we had wide receivers for the longest. We've been having a lot of wide receivers that are great, and I know Sedarian is definitely going to be a big time recruit for us. But Xavier is going to be that guy we haven't had in that locker room in a long time. I feel like it's definitely going to be more impactful, I believe, at the end of the day. So he can etch his name and running back lure, which we already know is running back you, aka Bama. So I'm gonna just give a hair, because I don't want to say somebody is bigger than the other, but Xavier by a hair.
Yeah. Facts, man. Let me give a big shout out to two special people who just popped up in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Bal. You know what I'm saying? Just talked to Bal yesterday, man. Shout out to Bal. Bal doing big things, man. He out there working on that music. Yeah, man. He out there with Flo Rida doing the music with that man. That man doing
down, man. He ain't been on here, man.
Yeah, shout out to Bal, man. Good to see you, Bal. Keeping you and your family in the prayers, man. Make that music, bro. Do your things. He out there in LA, but he's still Inslee's finest. B-Ham. Don't ever forget. That's my brother right there. Bal, I love you to death, boy. Keep doing your thug thizzle. You know, we're going to be right here every Saturday at 5:30. Also, Uncle Jay Townsend is here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Much love to Jay, man. Jay, what's been going on with your boy? Good to see you and Bal up in here. Yeah, man. Him and Bal done popped up at the end. Hey, it's always the right time when I see family, bro. Love y'all boys to death, man. Good to see you, Jay. Good to see you. And tap in with Jay's channel. Jay, put your channel down there in the chat, man, if you can. And people tap in with it. Jay doing big things, some positive reinforcement channel, man. Some positive things he doing. If you ever get down, you're going through something, man. Tap in with these guys, man. Much love to my broski. Put it in the chat, Jay, if you can, before we get up out of here, man. Put your channel down there, bro. Tap in with these guys, man. They're my brothers right there, man. Good to see Eric D back up here, who always have hella good contents, man. Comments, always structured, always real good. Nicholas, always. All the fellas, man. Good to see them. Tap in with every one of my broskies. I will be here starting now every Saturday at 5:30. That's going to be my time slot. I don't like going on with my brothers be on because I like to be on their channels. Piano Man, channel growing, doing big things. Tap in with Piano Man. Make sure y'all tap in with Piano Man. Make sure you tap in with John. Make sure you tap in with Brinsky. And tap in with all our people, man. Tap in with Coach Carl. Tap in with Ty Hayes. Tap in with Jan 716, Jared. Tap in with Justin Smith. Tap in with Clint Lamb. Tap in with all the Bama Standard guys. Shout out to that boy Marvin. All the Bama Standard guys. Justin doing big things over there. Tap in with these people, man. You can't go wrong. Tap in with KB, Kangaroo Black. You can't go wrong. I'm telling y'all with these Bama, all the Bama content. Kyle's still over there doing big things. Him and T. Tap in, man. Y'all can't go wrong with these guys. And after you tap in with all them, if you have some time left, please tap in right here at JMHO Sports Talk, man. That's just my humble opinion. That's all it is over here. Everybody get an opinion over here, man. Everybody, every fan is welcome. Twitter and YouTube. Just my humble opinion, man. We appreciate y'all. Good to see Bear. Good to see Uncle Jay, man. Did Jay put his channel down there anywhere? Let me see. I don't see it, Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Coach Sean, can I say one more other thing?
Yeah, brother, go right ahead.
One more. Listen, speaking of KB, don't forget, every Friday night, KB, Facts. Piano Man, we keeping it a buck right here at your channel.
Yes, sir.
Check us out.
There
every
it
Friday
is.
night.
You can't go wrong with none of these Bama content creators, man. You can't go wrong. Positive. We're gonna get on Bama. We're gonna talk our talk. You know what I mean? Do our stuff. That's what it is, man. Shout out to everybody who tapped in. A lot of y'all tapped in. Much appreciate you, Clinton. Appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Much love. Tap in with me every Saturday at 5:30. Get with me, guys. Tap in with me and Brinsky, me and John, me and Piano Man, me and all the guys I just named. You can't go wrong with none of them, man. Much love. Roll Tide to everybody out there. You guys be safe tonight, whatever you do. And we'll see you guys the very next time on the stream. How I get this back regular, Brinsky? Dead gummit. Oh, there it go. Well, I'm green as hell with this stuff, bro. Green as hell. And I don't mind saying it. Much love. Bino, much love to you, boy. Roll Tide to everybody, man. We gonna remind them, guys. Just hold on tight. Piano Man always do a countdown. It's 60-something days till whatever it is.
63 now.
63 days, man. Let them talk. Let them hate. Let them say whatever the hell they want to say, right? Because we're going to put lashes to their asses. And that's a fact, man. Much love to you all. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
FM Tree.